Common reasons why new shrimp keepers fail. Shrimp keeping is an interesting journey where some beginners fail and end up quitting the hobby. I'd like to share my experiences with you so you'll be successful in shrimp keeping. Welcome everyone, it's Ray from RW Aquarium Pages. I'm here to share my journey in planted aquariums, shrimp tanks, and everything in between. I've been keeping and breeding shrimp successfully for over 20 years, of course with some failures along the way. But it's been a fun journey. I currently have 26 breeding aquariums with Neocaridina, mostly Caridina, and Sulawesi shrimp. I've also killed a bunch of shrimp before and had colony crashes and other incidents. From my experience, here are some factors that leads to the beginner shrimp keepers failing. Water parameters. We'll start off with the correct water parameters. First of all, figure out and research what type of shrimp you'd like to keep and breed. Caridina shrimp, being crystal, requires softer and acidic water. Neocaridina shrimp, cherry, on the other hand, do well in a wide range of water parameters. You can also say that Neocaridina shrimp, the cherry shrimp, can do well in any type of clean tap water. You can keep easier to keep Caridina shrimp, for example the tangerine tiger, yellow king kong, and crystals, closely or slightly above the pH of 7 without any issues, whereas some more sensitive Caridina like the galaxy fishbone requires a pH to be under 6.0. With all that is said, stable water is required. I don't recommend huge 50% water changes. Just 5 to 10% bi-weekly, which is 2 times a month, works quite well in my aquariums. A lot of people I know fiddle around with the water, and you'll need to be in the approximate range and not down to the 1 parts per million. Even better yet, ask the breeder what parameters they keep their shrimp in, so you can match it approximately. Some extreme examples are the breeder keeps his shrimp in pH of 8 and your water is a pH of 6. In that case, I'd either adjust your water closer to the breeder's or slowly drip acclimatize your shrimp for 6+ hours. Quality shrimp. Since we just mentioned breeders, it's best to find local breeder of the type of shrimp you're after. In some sense, they'll be more adapted to your local water, but in other sense, passionate breeders' shrimp quality will be higher than cheap imports. I've mentioned cheap imports quite a few times on my channel, nothing against them, but just be a little bit careful when shrimp are mass produced in dirty outdoor ponds. If local breeders is not available, then try breeders within your country. If the species or pattern is not available, the next is to search online. Ask for photos and videos of the exact shrimp you're getting to avoid any miscommunication. Ask for juvenile, unsexed shrimp, as adults don't adapt to new aquariums as well. Mature tank. A cycle tank is great, but a mature tank that has algae, biofilm, and other microfauna will be beneficial and more stable than a freshly cycled aquarium. Keep in mind that stability is key and a mature aquarium is typically more stable. I've seen that you can mature your aquarium quickly in a few weeks. Do the water testing to ensure the ammonia levels are 0 or low. With shrimp, major water changes are not necessary, but a mature aquarium is an ecosystem that is filled with life. Overfeeding. Shrimp in general are scavengers. In a well-matured tank full of biofilm, algae, and other microfauna, you don't really need to feed your shrimp. Throw in an Indian almond leaf or part of one every few weeks and you'll be set. With that said, shrimp-specific foods help with minerals, vitamins, and proteins to help the shrimp thrive even better. When feeding shrimp, I recommend removing any uneaten food after 2 hours so it doesn't foul the water. The shrimp should swarm to the food, and if they don't, they're probably already full. Check to see if they are pooping, another sign of healthy shrimp. Patience. With my 3 pillars of shrimp keeping, patience is a great one. Don't chase water parameters to exact 1 parts per million. Overshooting or under stresses the shrimp out. Stability is key. I wouldn't recommend breeding liquids that contains chitin, which promotes molting. When a shrimp molts, they'll be ready for breeding, but if they're not ready yet and if you force them into molting, this will stress the shrimp out. I've chatted with many breeders in the world and we all agree, shrimp actually do better the less we fiddle with the tank. If the shrimp is healthy, quality, and young, they'll breed for you in the water parameters that are within range. I don't recommend rushing into anything shrimp related. From my personal experience, these are what I believe to be the top reasons why new shrimp keepers fail. I like to promote the hobby and to see everyone successful. It's very distressing for me personally. Do you have any other tips that deter new shrimp keepers? Comment below and let's discuss this interesting topic.
Thanks for watching!